Hello everyone, today I want to show you how to install WordPress on a subdomain in a domain hosted on the Linux Unlimited, which is included, one of the two hosting packages included in your membership. And I'm not now talking about this cheap shared hosting. Well, this also is shared, but it has a load balancing which actually becomes much more than ordinary shared hosting. So you have two packages in your membership. One is a Linux Unlimited package. I will explain more what this is, but in principle everything unlimited. You can't, of course, use it as a cloud storage, but you can use it for ordinary use of sites and so on. So we have. I'm here now in the control panel. It's not a C panel. I would say it's better than a C panel. It's very intuitive. It has only the most necessary things. And you will very quickly learn how to see this. I have been more in detail on this, how to use this in other videos. So I will now focus on how to install, create a subdomain and how to install WordPress on that subdomain. This Linux hosting doesn't have what a WordPress package has. Some more direct and automatic installation of WordPress directly from the control panel, but it's not that big difference. So what we'll start with in this installation of WordPress on a subdomain is that we will go into the file manager. And in the file manager we will find the public HTML, and in this public HTML we will install a new folder, and we will call this because what we plan to do with this on this WordPress, on this folder, we plan to install a new plugin which is also available to you, which I'm quite impressed by. So let's now just this will be a CB promo, let's call it CD promo test 1, CD promo test 1. Let's copy that and we create that folder. Now we go back into the main menu of the control panel and we will create the subdomain. For that we scroll down to guess what, subdomains. Yes. And here it's quite important that we do some things correctly. First of all, we name this subdomain the same as we named the folder. It's not necessary, but it's make it maybe easier. You can name this for whatever, but you have to remember where you put it, because you can't put it in document root, because then it will interfere with all other installations. So you have to put this subdomain, you have to point it towards the folder we just created, and so that we can install WordPress there without any kind of interference with other installations. So the subdomain is created, and we go back into the main menu of the control panel, and here we prepare for the WordPress installation. And to install WordPress we go down to one-click installs, where you have a lot, I think it's more than 100 different kind of CRMs you can install. And in our case we go down to WordPress. We click once, one click install, but there will be a little bit more, of course. We decide where we want to have this installed. We will not install it on the domain itself, the root domain. We will select the subdomain we just created, and then it's a question if we want it in the root of this subdomain or we want it in a new directory, but we want to put it in the root. Sorry. So as simple as this, we install WordPress. And it should only take a few seconds, so it's so here we have it. WordPress has been successfully installed, and not only once but twice, because we have a mirror WordPress installation on a staging part of the server. It's the same server actually. This, when we use the Linux package, this is not that important, so we will not bother with that now. We will continue the installation on the final domain. So we will click that, and we will continue the final installation in English, of course, or if you want some other language you can do it that. We will use English here. We will have a site title. Let's call this CB Promo Test Site 1, and we will have a username, so let's call this CB Promo 1 admin, and we will take this password which we have proposed. I will just copy this so I know where I have them, and I will just put in my email here. Well, search in, and we can leave it open. It doesn't really matter. I will not promote this site. I will probably take it away after we have finalized this. Install WordPress. That was ready. We will now log in. So we will have this username, and we will have this password. And here we are logged in on a new, fresh and empty WordPress site. The updates here are only, I think, for the themes, so we will not bother with that. I will just prepare a little bit before we install the plugin, which will be in next video. I will delete the hello world. We will say goodbye to that into the trash can. I will not bother to empty the trash right now. We will also trash the sample page. And with that, I will finalize this video. Next video we will install a very interesting plugin. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next part of this series.